If your GE electric dryer is not heating, it's taking too long to dry, or not heating at all, the heating element could be the culprit. I'm David with AppliancePartsPros.com, and in this video, I'll guide you through testing and replacing it. Don't worry if this is your first time working on an appliance. It's easier than you might think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a flathead screwdriver. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Don't forget to unplug your electric dryer or turn the breaker off. Start by removing the screw on the back that holds the steam supply line cover. That comes off first. Now, grab a putty knife or a flat blade screwdriver and slide it in to release the two top clips. Give it a little pressure and pop the top open. Prop it up so it doesn't come down on you. Next, we'll remove the 4 screws on the front panel, plus the 2 on the top. Keep track of them, they're all coming back later. Unplug the door switch and the light connection. Give those a little wiggle if they're stubborn, but don't yank. Now, remove the 4 screws holding the front bulkhead in place. Once those are out, lift the bulkhead up and out, set it aside. Reach under the drum and slip the belt off the motor pulley. Then use the belt like a handle and lift the drum out of the cabinet. With the drum out of the way, it's time to check the heating element. Set your multimeter to ohms. On the top red connector at the element, that's your L2 line. Put one probe there, touch the other probe to the terminal just below it. You should get a reading right around 20 ohms. Now move to the bottom terminal and check that one to L2. Same deal, you want about 20 ohms. We found the heating element itself had failed. Let me show you how to replace it. The heating element comes as a complete assembly with the high limit thermostats already installed. Remove the wiring, take pictures if needed. Then remove the 2 screws in front. Lift up and remove the element assembly. Here's the old element and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Insert the element housing. Notice the slot and hook in the back. Install the 2 screws and reconnect the wiring. Let's get the dryer put back together, starting from where we left off with the drum out. Set the drum back into place, resting it on the rear rollers. Use the belt to guide it in. Then reach underneath and loop the belt back around the motor pulley and tensioner. Grab the front bulkhead, set it into the mounting tabs, and line it up. Reinstall the 4 screws to hold it in place. Now reconnect the door switch harness and the drum light connector. Secure the front panel with the 4 screws at the front and the 2 at the top. Drop the top panel down and snap it back into place by pressing it into the 2 spring clips. Reinstall the screw that holds the steam supply line cover in place. That's it. Dryer's closed up and ready for testing. Nice work getting your GE electric dryer back up and running with a new heating element. Let us know how the repair went. Drop your story in the comments. And if you found this helpful, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Still need that element? Head over to AppliancePartsPros.com, punch in your model number, and you'll have the right part on the way, usually in just a couple of days. Thanks for letting us be part of your fix. We'll be here for the next project, whether it's planned or not.